2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, 506 here. We are back from our annual trip, and this year we went to Newfoundland. We attempted the trailway system. Wasn't a very good attempt, but we'll get into that when we get into the actual videos coming up here in a few months. I just wanted a quick preview, summary of how the bike fared out, how I fared out, how Jason fared out. We'll start with Jason. Well, both of us really. A lot of drops. Bikes fell a lot, mostly just low speed stuff. I had two pretty good ones, which I'll show some clips of those. Jason had one really hard one where he hurt, his shoulder was sore for a few days towards the end of the trip. And me, mostly, I had some bruises on my sides, but I got good gear, which helped with that. I did get this little raspberry on my elbow there, which looked a lot worse as it happened. It's healed up pretty good right now. We're a week after being home. So what I really want to do is show you how the CRF fared out. So unfortunately, the first issue I had on this trip was that, and I'm going to have to deal with this in the edit, DJI has a glitch where if you use the quick shot and an external mic, the audio buggers up. So I have no audio in all of my first person view, which I'll deal with. So that was number one. Number two, first day of the trip. You see here my quad lock attempt at using an 8-inch tablet as a GPS. That came undone. That universal lock here, yeah, it worked that well. So this came off. This came off of the GPS like the first day, which I find a little weird because I've used the same on my old Umidigi and I couldn't pull that one off if I wanted to. So it's either a combination of the weight of or I just didn't get a good seal on it, and so I'll try it once again. Then if that fails, I'll find a different method. So that's before anything happened. Now, first day of the trailway, we had a good hard bail on some sand. I should be all right.
You okay?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, I'll help.
My foot's stuck underneath the bike.
Where do you want me to lift?
Anywhere you can get it up. There we go. Thank you. All right. We hit the Denali light, but that still works, so that's not really an issue. She took a hard hit on this side, which bent up in here, I don't know, that bracket or whatever, where the crash bars are mounted. But the crash bars did their job. They did bend. They're in touching the fairing now, but none of the plastics broke, so that's good. I had this Moscow Moto Oxpox mounted onto the Outback Motortech crash bars via some heavy-duty zip ties, and those all snapped off when it fell. So for the rest of the trip, I held it on with these rock straps, and that worked fine. I'll figure out a good permanent solution to how to mount those, but they worked. Good scuffs on my Acerbis handguards. They did their job. No issues there. That was, well, two crashes on the side. And then that first crash really did a job on the brake lever, because, they're not supposed to bend that way. This guy here is supposed to go straight and be out there somewhere. But and this is actually after we bent it back. Initially, it was up here where I couldn't even get my foot on the foot peg.
Can you twist in here? No, I think that's as good as I'm going to get, but at least it's below my...
So, yeah, that took a little bit of time. So that was the first crash. Second crash was on the same side. Probably did some more damage down there. I've got oil on the crankcase here, but I think that's just because the engine, some leaked out around the top there when it was laying on its side. I don't really have any concerns for leaks. When I clean it up, I'll have a double check and I'll keep an eye on it. But second crash was a little harder, probably about 50 kilometers an hour on some gravel, and I lost one of my double take mirrors. That was thrown to the trailway gods on the side of the trail. And also, like everybody else with a 360 cam, that got snapped off. Some alder bushes took that. So I'll have to order another one of those. And at the end of the trip, my last real blunder was just me being an idiot in a pouring rain. I have a Camel ADV tank on the back, and I, in my haste to get out of the rain, forgot to put this cap back on, so there is a little bit of water into the fuel system. So I'll have to deal with that, get that sorted out. It's running okay, but it's just not getting the fuel mileage it normally does, and a little less power. So yeah, so we'll use some fuel conditioner and empty the tanks out, and maybe on a hot day leave it outside with the caps off to help that dissipate. But so yeah, overall great trip. Looking forward to going through the videos and making the videos for you and for me, and because I do enjoy doing that. Again, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble because a lot of unfortunately, the interactions between my brother and I are gone, right? They're physically there, so maybe I'll paint myself in a mime face and but yeah, the sound's gone. So to my neighbors, if you see me in the backyard with the helmet on talking to myself, well, I'm recreating dialogue. Maybe. We'll see if that's what I do. But yeah, and I'm looking at the wrong screen. I'm not used to doing this type of thing, so everything worked out. I was stressed this time. It didn't work out as smoothly as previous trips for me, but overall, I have great memories with my brother and great memories of Newfoundland. And it was hard. This one was hard, so it's almost a little more rewarding to make it through some things. I'm a better rider. I'm sure my brother's a better rider than when we left, because through necessity we had to be. And so I hope that comes out in the videos when they come. And so thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.